Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Storm King's Thunder, episode 34, if I'm correct. When we last left off, our beautiful band of misfits had to make a deal with a dragon in its humanoid form that was currently more or less pounding the absolute crap out of them and everyone around town just for being a bit disobedient. Many people were terrified, and it's at this point, because it has been a 24-hour allotted period of travel, rests, and so on, you are all who were failing their wisdom saving throw from him last session, now aware of the fact you were under the effect of a masked suggestion spell.
I'm not.
You aren't, few other people aren't, but there are many of you that were. And we're very convinced, hey, I should go do this thing, which is his way of saying, fuck off.
I wasn't either, I was just having my head crushed.
Yeah, you were just currently being crushed.
I'm so tired I punched my laptop. Why the hell did I do that?
Don't punch your laptop, honey!
Ow!
I would like to paladin rage. I don't have 24 strength IRL. Roll 1d4 bludgeoning damage for yourself.
Aww.
No.
Natural 20.
On a 1d4, that shows how tired she is.
Exactly.
Anyway.
So, Harshanek had explained to you guys and gotten out a map to show somewhere where he wanted you all to go. And the town that you guys were currently at was put under, more or less bribed by Old Cloth in his humanoid form to give him a tithe every month. Xanthalar's Keep, should you party members, not bring him in time what he desires, which is a ring that can close any wound that was stolen from his lair when you scryed upon the individual who did in fact steal this from him. Varys, you scryed and discovered it was a cloud giantess who was not very happy with you doing that to her and was more or less trying to tear your mind from the inside out to get the information she desired. You stood fast, did not tell her, and people knocked the orb out of your hand, boy. From there, you all set off on Haru and flew towards the Eye of the All-Father based on the map that you were given. And Harshanek said he would take it on foot because, well, he'd need a Haru for himself to fly. Because
That would be a big bird.
He is.
Funnily enough, Haru is actually large enough for Harshanek to ride solo, but just him. All rocks can carry one giant. They could carry one or two people in front of them, but one giant. From there, you all found your way to the Eye of the All-Father. It was a brittle, like a blistering cold, hit you all. The winds were strong and deafening as they blasted you all. You decided to try and form your own shelter, waiting for Harshanek before entering the Eye of the All-Father, as he seemed to have some sort of knowledge. With several stone shapes, you managed to do this to help it out, and one person's already passed out, and after the fight, this guy's now passed out. A lot of people are tired. But what they discovered was that there were many Utgard barbarians, this kind of Nordic tribal savage race, whom, under the command of their leader Wormblood, charged out at the party to engage them after their white dragon whelpling had discovered the party, being kept as a guard dog, essentially. A bloody battle ensued until, of all things in unexpectation, Harshanek himself actually appeared, somehow doing what should have been a 3-day travel for someone on foot in a single night. Don't ask me how. I actually don't know. Anyway, the party quickly put to rest all of the remaining berserkers, the shaman. One of them is now being held captured as he dropped his weapon, put his hands over his head in this terrified pose of surrender. Durin, in his moment of haste, ran around healing everyone before going back into his little crevice to now collapse and sleep. Already, with the new stonework that you guys have crafted out, snow's already beginning to build up as the wind is strong. It is very heavy and it is just freezing cold where you are right now. I would like to know what you are all currently doing.
Actually, because I just realized it's actually not a close thing around me. what I was gonna do, because I thought it was basically just like a small dome around me, I was just
Mhm.
basically use burning hands to open the door and just start singing, "I'm a bitch, I'm a liar." But
No,
that
we made a door, thankfully.
damn. All right, I'm just gonna walk out then.
Also, you're really lucky the wind's blowing this way. Otherwise,
Oh,
you'd be
God, yeah.
freezing your nip-nips off. I'll
I'd
get the
probably
sleepy
get
mask
blown
thing
off
off
the
of you.
mountain.
Sleepy mask.
If we're going to try and hide and sleep here, we should probably, as morbid it is, remove the corpses.
No, I was gonna burn them.
I mean,
I go up to the dude that is
But,
still
uh,
alive.
Bitches.
He is
Yeah.
currently Turk and Ash. Ash is looming down with Golaitori out. Ash, you took a fair bit of damage in that last fight as well. You did use, I think, 2 Divine Smites just at the end as well, to trying to finish off the opponents.
Right.
Also, because Nerwin doesn't really understand the layout, I'll just describe. Just give a quick recap of what you guys are currently looking at, as it's only fair.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go. Big door. So, where you are currently, sorry, I'll just do this real quick
Okay, go on.
first. Narrowing, from top to bottom of those 5 black pillars that you see,
Uh-huh.
they're actually all different types of giants that are in this almost Atlas-style pose holding up the actual entranceway. That whole checkered line is actually the top of the walkway in. I guess it's only fair because I can do it.
Actually, is there any giant on
That's
it?
what it looks.
Whoa, that looks dope.
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, I really could
Yep.
not. I really could not describe that in better detail, could I, folks?
Wow, you did an
Yeah.
amazing
Damn.
job.
So,
I have a drawing that looks exactly like that.
Is
in
there
my
any
notes, so good
giant
job.
writing on
I
the
can't
pillars
see that.
or at all?
I put it. I didn't link it in Roll20. I linked it in.
I thought so.
Hang on. I'll actually see if there's actually any handouts or anything in here. But Roman, while
Yes.
there isn't any giant literature there, what you do see is the first one, the top right, the top one, is a hill giant lifting a rock above its head. The second is a frost giant chopping down a great pine. The third is a cloud giant flying among birds in the sky. The fourth is a stone giant climbing a mountain, and the fifth is a fire giant with chained dwarf prisoners in a cavern.
That sounds familiar. that was one that sounds very familiar. Can't seem to put my finger on it.
I just nodded so aggressively I made myself dizzy.
Does
that he
does
didn't
carving
just-
actually look like him, or does it just look like a generic giant?
Make an investigation check.
I'm not looking at that thing. I'm not
Nice,
looking
I will.
directly at it.
It does not look like him.
Okay, damn.
It does look. He doesn't look too different, but he has his own unique stylizing in his armor and everything. This just looks like a generic. While in, like, say, a full-plated armor with a great maul, like a great spiked mace on his back, just a normal as a fire giant can be.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I was
here we
gonna
go.
say. Very,
Entrance to the Eye of the Old Father. There you go, folks.
Dang!
Damn.
yeah, very off topic, Das, but did we do experience last week?
We did
No.
not.
We did not. Do we want to do it at the end of this one?
Yeah, we'll do it at the end.
I'll add it up at the end of this one. Don't worry, because
Okay.
last week I was like, I have to go. This is like half 11.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
fine.
remember if we said or not, but yeah.
No, we didn't. I've got a note here that says we didn't.
Okay. I want to start throwing the corpses off of this cliff. We don't want them up here with us.
Okay.
I'm like, I want to burn them.
There's no
burn 'em.
cliff. That's actually
This
mountain.
No. See
This
this?
here goes down.
That's one long ass cliff.
Okay.
Bear in
I-
mind, I will let you know as well. Every space on this tile is equivalent to, it's like 20 feet. So you see how where you currently are, Roman, there's like
Yeah.
5 feet tall side of you. So basically, that's 20 feet out is about
50-foot drop.
50-foot drop, then 100, 150, 250, you know, you're going pretty far then.
Yeah, I just want to get rid of them. Well, I wouldn't say burn them. It'll be a nice big signal fire for everyone.
Anyway, before we
I
get
will
too
say-
carried away,
I will say though, Roman or not Roman, but Zero, you were trying to set them on fire. The wind is so cold it's putting it out. The moment you put the fire to the bodies, it's immediately just away, just from the sheer heat, and it's free. They're freezing over now currently. Even Harshank, you guys are having to move every now and again to actually keep the buildup of snow from carrying on you. But Harshank is half encased as he just sits down, head of the axe down like a great staff, and just. Bear in mind, guys, when he showed up, he was bloodied, he was battered, but he's fucking here.
Let him rest.
I don't like cold holds disease better. That never mind. Anyway, I want to talk to this guy.
Burning
I like
hands.
the cold because it's cold. Is this guy on the floor?
He's currently on his hands and knees, just with his hands behind his back, looking up at you all, scared. Just, like, very
Should we get
nervously.
inside when we do this? It's quite cold out.
Yeah,
I mean,
we've made a quote-unquote inside bit.
And
at
you
least
also,
blocking the
funnily
wind.
enough, have to raise your voices whenever you're doing this, because the wind is that loud, you're actually having to talk
Okay,
over
yeah.
the wind.
I don't like shouting. Let's move this guy.
Because the wind's coming from that direction, if we at least go in our hut, we'll have blocked off some of the wind.
Harshnag, do you want to sit with your back on the door and then, I can keep your back warm at least?
Cold is nothing to me. But I'll give you cover. And he pulls himself up, and you can just see this just like red lines down the side of his full armor. In, go on. It just points to all of you. Go on, get in.
I go in.
Actually, does Harshnag's armor have any giant on it?
Giant runics. Make an investigation check as you're just looking at him as you all go in.
Yay! Yay!
Rolling good tonight.
Consistency.
I'm only gonna say, don't waste these. Keep this fucking up, boy.
I see everything.
You also need to tell me what invocations you have, because that could be important.
What do you mean?
Not for this, but I mean for general, because I know you read giant, but I'm just meaning in.
Oh well, I just speak common gnome and giant. That's it.
You see that his armor has the rune blood, which looks like several. It looks like a 4 candle tops, like say without the candle actually on them. It's all like where you'd hold it. That swings
Like
down then
candelabra.
into that's wing, like one that you'd hold it though, like
Yeah.
idea.
Like an oil.
That swings down into this like reverse E, with a dot on the top and then 2 at the bottom, and it's the blood rune. You then see what looks like a line straight down that comes out to a C at the top that swings across, but then swings onto the far side like an S with dots on the other side of it, across to a reverse J, and at the top of the J going down there's 3 dots, and it is the Dod, which is death rune. There's then it looks like an eye going up to a point, but instead of it being a straight line out from the top, it looks like it's an M. And that is with a dot at the top and this curvature like a tilted G, and is the Ven rune, which is the friend rune. After that, then there is what looks like a cane being held with like a reverse S going through it, and 2 dots next to the top of the cane, and 1 at the bottom curvature of the S, which is the Fred rune, which is the journey rune. There is then the Skald rune, which is the shield rune, and the Ice rune, which is the frost or ice rune. And you can see these are on his armor as if they were magical enchantments.
Huh.
You can also see on his gauntlet, which make a history check as you look at it, but it also does have the design.
I would have an advantage on this if it's a magic item.
It's because of its certain scripture, but it's not a magical item individually. But do make a check, but you do see that it does have the Krieg rune, which looks like a W with a cane to it.
Actual hell.
You're joking, right? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Have you been talking
glad
to
to be
Taliesin
back.
Jeffy?
I'm glad to be
you
back.
hug Taliesin? Did you hug Taliesin? That's
No,
what he was doing
my-
last session, guys. He
I-
was just falling asleep, so he got all his rolls
No,
saved
he's
up.
rolling different numbers every time, but
No,
getting
he
the
rolled
same
2 numbers
result.
the same, and then that one's a different.
See, the thing is,
One of those runes is the Krieg rune, which is the war rune. Yeah, thank you, Blue. You are a legend. We have lost a frog.
Oh dear.
But yeah, I didn't actually describe them that bad.
You did a good
But
job.
it's- which is the Krieg rune, which is the war rune on his gauntlet. And with that check, you also are aware that whilst it does have designs that are indicative of the Force Grey symbolism with like spiked out gauntlet points, which as he is the known, and you do remember reading somewhere that Force Grey has amongst it one of the most destructive forces apparently in all of Faerun as its largest member, which you now believe is Harshnag. And it is an Order of the Gauntlet, but also designed as a Force Grey Gauntlet. So it is like a mixture of the two into one, with the Krieg rune at the top of it. As he just steps in front of you all and just sits himself down, shoulders actually go to either side past where the wall is and just pulls himself up. And you see this like armor just slowly rises low as he just breathes in very slowly.
It's not a perfect seal in here. There is air coming through, right?
Well, over the top of his head, like he's not entirely
Yeah,
blocking
okay.
it.
Okay, good, because
We
this
need
is.
that.
It just occurred to me that this is a dome completely of stone. If we actually close the door fully on this thing, I'd be worried we'd suffocate. So now we don't
This
need
is
the
not
door.
the first. This is not the first time he's had to block in something for smaller people. He
Aw.
knows how. He knows how to give you guys air room, essentially.
Yeah, I'm going to cuddle into his back and share my body heat.
We
As
still
you
have this
cuddle in,
guy.
as you cuddle in, you are immediately freezing cold. Like, oh, it's like touching an ice block.
Yeah, frost giant. Goes in the name.
I'm just gonna conjure flame and be like, "Will warm up, friend."
Oh, bless.
Someone draw that. So,
We still have this guy, by the way.
I'm also
My
gonna
sword
put-
is next to his head.
I'm gonna put Turk at the back of you guys, so Turk is just there nuzzling all of you.
Starting under the flame staff.
You get out of here. What you were doing in there? All right. So, you have your sword to his head, and you look up to Berika Fioraka.
Whatever language you're speaking, I probably do not understand it.
I say Gesundheit.
I don't understand it, do I?
I look at the smart people.
Oh,
So do I.
do you happen to speak common?
Do any of us know what language he's speaking?
If they want to wait, I'll cast comprehend language as a ritual so I can understand them. Takes 10 minutes.
Okay.
I have time.
You all just point as he's just preparing this ritual, and the barbarian's looking over very confused.
Oh, actually, I can cast it as a spell.
and
so-
looks at him almost.
Well, I've already said it.
Two people help.
You can both know the language as he's speaking it. As he just looks over and starts hissing at you both these magic, just like Valkia Dorak,
Oi,
which,
shut the
as you
fuck
guys
up.
begin understanding, is
While the ritual's going on,
twisted, unnatural freaks.
Yeah, that's me.
Punch him in the face.
That's rude.
You punch him in the face, it's a solid jaw. It's like you punched a rock.
I say to them, ask him what language he speaks. I'm curious.
You guys understand now that the language he is speaking is Norseman.
Ah.
It's
So
a
he's
language
speaking
that-
Norse.
Basically.
Hooty 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 hooty
I was
hooty.
gonna say,
Hooty
if you go hooty hooty hooty, I'm gonna make you roll with disadvantage all night, but I didn't say that before you did it.
Yeah,
He didn't declare it.
You
Okay.
need to,
right.
need to summon Simon.
Anyway,
Pops in, I'm gonna lose my shit.
The Swedish Viking has
Yes,
arrived.
arrived.
I'm gonna change that character's name. That's not gonna be him for the rest of the session.
It's just,
Simon.
it's just occurred to me that this means we can understand him, not
But
necessarily
he-
he can understand us.
Oh
Ah.
yeah.
Let's try some stuff.
whoops.
What do we ask him?
I mean, technically, if you understand him, you can kind of work out, maybe? Like, small
Right.
words, but not a sentence.
Hey, guy, what's your name?
You say this in common.
Oh, actually, I can telepathically communicate with him. He doesn't have to understand
yes.
the language.
I can do that too.
Yep.
Booyah, buddy! Alright, let's do this.
Fucking spellcasters.
Yeah.
I don't need language to be threatening.
But I mean, I can
Exactly,
basically
she's
keep
looking
mine
away
up.
from all you. I don't need magic.
I can keep using mine however much I want.
Yeah, you
Mine
can do
just-
that
mine
all
just
day.
cantrip.
I just deal damage.
She says with her talons covered in
Me
blood.
and Kirok look at each other and shrug. We're damage people, we don't know.
He looks to you both. Verikitia! It's pretty much he's just asking what you want to know. Leave me alone.
Someone ask him if there's more of them.
Using awakened mind. Are there more of you?
The moment you say that, oh, the more of you. The thought just goes to his mind, and he immediately just crouches down like someone who just heard a gunshot and just looking around confused.
I point my eyes at my eyes and then at his.
He's looking at you. Der Kvisrak, and which he describes as disgusting mouthful.
I said, are there any more?
Make an intimidation check.
Ooh.
With it, with
I was like, with
advantage,
advantage because my sword's there.
not because
I
of
think
your
just the
sword.
situation.
He's actually not afraid of you in any way. It's the fact that he's using magic
Son of a
that is
dick.
advantage. These characters you've quickly realized
Aw.
are very scared of magic. He looks at you as you're doing that, and you just watch as there's like the spittle inside of his mouth, and he just spits it at your feet, and it's got blood just down next to you.
I pull one of the daggers out and stab him in the foot.
He tries to rain up at you, and as he does, he just feels that blade at the side of his shoulder, like Bane's fucking hand. Like, don't do that.
I get up and say, what sort of conversation are you having exactly?
I can't honestly
asking-
say I know.
Very one-sided, it
I'm
seems.
currently I'm actually having to have him tell me if there's any more. He's not telling me shit.
Look, I hand him a good berry and I start handing them out before going back to my cold seat. Just be a bit nicer, will ya? You know, the
I
fresh fries
was
and honey.
trying to be nice, but somebody here, Barris, stabbed a guy. God.
Look, I'll leave it to you. I've got a very cold sleep to get to.
Arshine looks in at you all. He
I pass
hates
him up.
magic. Their entire
Passing up the rest of the good berries.
This is literally like trying to hand someone the tiniest grape that hasn't fully grown yet. He looks at you.
It's magic. I know it. I know.
I know what a good berry is. He looks down towards the berserker. Vishikafurk. And as the berserker looks back up at him, and you both understand, he says, answer the gnome. And looks back up, answer the gnome. And he just slams his fist down next to you and Glory, Zero, and it just shakes the ground. It's a little impact. It just pulls away. He's Darakiho, Marakiast. And for now, I'm just going to say that I'm just going to give you the direct translation.
Okay.
Because even though I like saying that language, because I find it very cool, I wrote bits of it.
And real quick
it's
and giant, go. Thanks, Arsenic. Finger guns. All right.
It gives you a finger gun.
Fuck yes.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Sounds like a thunder crack.
Yeah, it's no,
Actually
his
sounds like a gun
him
shot.
his stabbing his finger actually sounds like a gunshot.
Dang.
Well, pulling himself back to position, and the tribe's not here. We were sent. Wormblood wanted to come to raid it, take what they had, become greater than they were. The destiny of our people. The destiny, the prophecy. You will not deny us. More will come. Not today, not tomorrow, weeks, but they will come. They'll take it all.
Ask him who Wormblood is.
Real quick. They sound like Americans. I mean, really, just trying to come in, take everything. You know, it's real bad.
Happy 5th of July, guys!
Anyway.
Fucked up! Hey, President Trump, that was really, really stupid.
Anyway,
Moving on.
Less politics,
so
please.
what was the question again?
Wormblood. Ask him who Wormblood is.
Who is Wormdog?
Wormblood.
Wormblood.
Wormblood is our chief. He was one of the great chieftains of our people. He's fearless. He's merciless. Now he's dead.
Whoopsie.
And you will all pay. The tribes hear of this. You will all pay. One tribe is not enough. They'll all come for you. All of them.
Anything else out, you guys? Yeah, I'm basically translator. Just
Out of character.
he
I have
says
a
it.
question.
says
Glory
it.
doesn't understand what the fuck is happening.
Well, basically, he's saying it to me. I'm saying it to everybody, and then
Yeah.
Did you say something about a fucking prophecy? Are we getting into this shit?
apparently. Should I ask about the prophecy?
Just
Why
fucking.
not?
The 11 tribes will devour you.
What is your prophecy? Go.
The great hunger will return and bring a storm of war and death to your world and wipe it clean, and in the ashes we will rise. The black lion will devour you. The black raven will tear your eyes out. The blue bear will crush you all. The elk will stomp on your bones. The grey wolf will tear your children apart. And the great worm will rise up from beneath. The griffin will fall upon you. The sky pony will raise above you. The red tiger will tear your throat out. The thunder beast will bring the thunder and war to your world. The tree ghost will steal away all you ever loved. He just looks across at you with just these dead eyes after saying that, "Oh, kill me if you want. Stop him. It won't stop it. You will all die."
Meanwhile, I don't understand a word, and I'm getting ready to sleep and say, I'm going to sleep, just try not to kill him before the morning.
Can't promise that. We're gonna start walking slowly towards him, and slowly let the Eldrith fear, or Eldrith, power just slowly show very little as I step towards him.
It's almost like that little bit of the looking at a character in a video game, and the entire screen just twitches, and it's just the darkness behind the back. Darkness behind the back.
Gnome.
She just looks at you, snarling. You are not even an insect to him. Not
Bring my
drop of
sister to this
blood.
world. You will devour not only you, devour everything that ever.
Look in my mind if you want, and go mad at what we know will come. Make a wisdom saving throw. As you see, blood is dripping down his eyes, and his eyes have gone full bloodshot. With disadvantage.
Do you not get advantage if it's a magic effect?
Yeah, actually I did. But
Will be
it'd
cancelled out then. Disadvantage and advantage.
So
And
still
it
would've
doesn't
been a
matter.
What's far too much critical roll to know that no one get advantage on wisdom saves against
Yeah.
magic?
Against charms, isn't it? No, it's
magical-
Well, it's any
That's
magical
elves.
spells.
It's magical effects.
Mhm.
Very important to differentiate that.
I didn't
So-
write down the name and color of all those animals, by the way. I
Roman,
just wrote lots of bad
Would you
things.
please come into DM Whispers?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
So I'm
Oh,
thinking
son
that
of a
I'm just
gun.
going to kick this guy in the head. Has anybody got any arguments?
I'm
against
gonna
that?
cut his head off in a minute if they don't tell me what the fuck's going on, so...
I mean, should we just?
I've got a mental timer, because
I've
Glory's...
pinned people down to the floor before, and it's worked previously.
Yeah.
What is that for?
Why is he rolling? What is he
that
rolling?
for?
Yeah, that's a D100, that's really not good.
That's a.
No, wild magic, suddenly. Ooh. None of those things are good.
I don't like the gestures he's making.
Yeah, I'm getting them a few seconds behind the rest of you, and
So,
Horrendous.
I don't like the look on his face. Did you fuck up? Did you fuck us?
There's only a handful of things that use a D100.
What's worse is that Das could have made it up, and that's Much worse.
That is
Hey,
much
at least
worse.
it wasn't my sword on the D100, guys.
Yeah, fuck.
Ugh.
It could be worse. It could be worse than that.
It just struck me, by the way, that we didn't loot them, guys.
Nope. I was going to remind you, but Glory wouldn't.
I just remembered, as this talks, I might go and at least try and loot the big guy and the shaman.
Good luck, they'll have all frozen over by now.
We'll get
Yeah.
half an egg just to
We'll
throw him
loot
in.
this guy. Fuck it.
Well, good luck with that. You chucked them off the cliff earlier.
I know, well, I actually didn't.
Faris,
because
no.
Nothing happened. I wouldn't be able to lift them all. I'm not that strong.
I didn't write down all those animals. I want you to know I tried. I tried, and I couldn't do it. What is happening?
I think
What is happening?
I think I know what's happening. I think we've just had antler horns from the elk. That I think is a
Oh,
wolf howl. Hi.
nothing was going on here.
You guys
Absolutely nothing.
watch
Oh,
as
fuck.
Roman, who was speaking to this person in the confidence, as he says, "Look into my eyes," and the barbarian's eyes go blood red and begin dripping blood. Roman freezes up entirely and collapses to the ground.
Gnome. I can't move because I'm threatening this guy. Someone check on him.
I rush over and examine him.
Make a medicine check.
Oh God.
I've got my foot on this guy. This guy ain't going fucking anywhere.
I was going asleep. Is anyone going to alert me?
I will kick you if I could.
He is paralyzed.
Oh God. Paralysis.
Oh,
0.
fuck.
Like,
Zero.
magically
Yeah, I get up and
paralyzed.
I probably my first instinct's probably to run my own medicine check on him. Not that I need to, but
Go ahead. It's the first aider instinct. Go ahead. We'll say you have advantage because it's being shouted that he's paralyzed. Okay. With that, you realize not only is he paralyzed, but that his body is in a state of immense shock, but that any sort of amount of physical assertion will bring him back. This is something has happened in his mind that has just snapped and he just froze it. He just collapsed over entirely, just in this confident pose that's just crumpled now. His hands have gone soft against the snow as he just fell forward, essentially. Unable to control himself, and it's just face first down. You've rolled him over, you examined him, you give him a hard slap across the face. 1 point of damage is dealt. Roman, you are no longer paralyzed. You remember everything you saw.
I was actually just going to play his tongue and put something on it. That's not the one I wanted.
Knowing the stuff you
that
usually
one.
give him anyway, knowing the stuff you usually give someone anyway, yeah, that would probably have woken him up anyway. Roman, you are now conscious again. No longer
you wake
paralyzed.
up-
frozen
you-
in place.
You wake up,
Well,
wake
you
up
weren't-
in my mask.
you weren't
literally
asleep.
pulling down your eye and saying, "Hello, anybody in there?"
You weren't asleep, in more the fact you could not move. You physically could not move in this moment of extreme tension and fear. You could not understand what was going on. But now, you do. And you do have the memories of everything you saw.
So I'm
Kill
killing
him.
this guy, yeah? Okay, I'm doing it. If he tells me to do it, I'm doing it.
You just grab his hair, pull it back.
Oh, good God, on my
I
arm.
flick a little bit off my sword towards Varus.
We're in an enclosed
Oh.
space.
Oh,
Sorry
It's
about
not
that.
hygienic.
I know! There's no hygienic way to decapitate someone, I'm sorry.
I'm
You'd
looking
be
at this.
surprised.
There's other ways to kill it.
But they're nowhere near as... And anyway.
Okay, well,
Much
that's
bigger
done.
Okay, Raven, do you know where you are? How many fingers am I holding up?
20.
Who's the current leader of Netherwinter? What's the
Oh,
day?
I've never been to Neverwinter. Anyway,
Oh, you haven't? We can go there if you want.
shut up.
Not right now.
I can teleport.
Harshnag reaches in, grabs the body, and fucks it out with the rest.
Thank
Oh,
you! I was
Harshnag,
gonna do that.
While you're there, can we get your friend bodies out? Can you throw a couple in? The chieftain and the woman, the shaman lady. Can I have
Can
a
we
quick
not
look at
have
them?
more corpses in here?
Just,
I'm treating somebody.
They'll be there in the
They
morning.
look important. They might be frozen in the morning.
He's
now
a
frozen
fucking-
Go
right
out there and
now.
have a look.
Please.
They're frozen right now.
You go
Fine,
out there
I'll
and
go
have a
out
look
there.
if you're so eager.
I'll go out there.
He moves over to the side a little bit. You hop out past him.
Or you
there's
want to go
one.
with him?
I'm assuming 10 minutes has passed.
I mean,
I'll
I
pop
can.
another fire shield on myself just to keep myself warm.
Too high.
I'll
hot
keep an
damn.
eye on him.
We'll say you're out here then, on
I'm
the
not gonna
Harshnag
be
side that's getting covered.
Any
with-
help to any medicine-related thing.
You're just looking over, make sure Varus doesn't do something stupid like lick something.
Exactly.
Okay, Roman, I'm going to elevate your legs. Can you feel your toes? Can you feel this? I start
I'm fine.
poking various parts of you.
No, he used magic. He used some sort of magic.
Okay, I use Conjure Flame to test his eyes, dilation and
Oh
everything.
dear God.
A little bit undilated originally, but then they focus, they adjust again, because you are just shoving a torch in his face, and you can tell that he's had some sort of mental stress, and immediately just go,
Yeah, you're not. that's brain trouble. I want you to rest. I don't know if there's like a concussion or anything.
No, I saw something.
Durin's going to step forward and he's going to say, I think I may be able to help, and he's going to cast Greater Restoration just to be sure that there's nothing wrong with him.
okay, cracks his knuckles out, grabs, and uses Greater Restoration.
Just to make sure there's nothing bad hanging about.
Yep. I'm going to burn some incense and do a basic healing word.
Everyone's just shoving things in his face right now. Poor dude.
I was like, you should be all right. Don't let the snow on your head, and have a good sleep.
Anyway, I seriously did when he said, looking at his eyes.
What did
You
you
did.
see?
A war. Giant, human, dragon, all fighting against something.
And losing. Badly.
But then I felt the paralysis. It was something that
I'm going to say make an intelligence check with disadvantage, because even though you are from the Harp Guild, even though you are a man of knowledge, make a history check with disadvantage, trying to figure out what it was you saw. If there's anything you could ever pull through. That's still a failure. That's
Wow.
still a failure.
High DC.
High DC. Oh no, he'd have had to roll real well.
yeah.
Sorry, my dude, but at
Oh, no,
present you have
it's
no
okay.
idea of anything that is reference to what you saw. At large.
Well, with magic, I don't know if you saw something that's coming, something that has happened, something that won't happen. It's much of a much, really. He could have been showing you any rot.
Well, to be honest, I'm guessing this is meant by his prophecy.
But even if he
You
believes it, doesn't make it
are
true.
aware of one phrase, the phrase that got screamed out during the vision by almost omnipresent just from sounds all around. The Great Devourer.
Do you relay this information to the rest of us?
Yeah.
Great Devourer. I don't think I know what that is.
I will say only you can make one history check now with disadvantage. We'll see if you can pull it off. No one else will be able to make a DC after this. We'll say there'll be a cooldown period.
Do we want me to be making the history check? Anybody else want to take a bite? Or just me?
Someone else is outside doing fuck all right now.
Well, I mean,
I'm
I don't
outside.
have- I don't think I've got very good history.
I'm outside.
I've got a +3.
I'm happy to do it, but I cannot hear any of this.
Same.
With the wind outside, you definitely
Oi,
can't hear
Varus! What's a Great Devourer? I don't think you can hear me. Look after him for a second. I'll go ask this.
No, I'll do the roll then. Probably won't get anything. Nah.
Meow, meow.
I'm not good with this history stuff.
Well, that's your last roll. So
Well, it
until you
looked
guys
like,
go to say the Neverwinter Library or something, you're never going to be able to research this until then.
My +9 is just quietly weeping.
You weren't there.
You went
I
off
was
to do
gonna fetch
stupid
it.
shit.
I'm
I
gonna
know.
mention because this is exactly the sort of thing you get the smart guy for. But anyway,
While this is happening, I'm basically just going over the bodies and
Okay.
just looking for anything important.
And you're
Looting,
identifying. Are you identifying?
I would be if I find something of importance, then yes. But I'm just saying, that was me an elaborate way of me saying I'm looting the bodies.
Yeah, I know. It's like you're like, I'm investigating for all this loot I want.
I'm investigating for any items of importance.
For all this loot you want. Shut the mouth. You all know what
Okay,
you want. You
the
want
The
the loot.
elven way of saying loot.
It's actually Elvis.
Let me see. You do find Wormblood has a amulet on him that you take off, and
Wait.
Identifying it, it is an amulet of proof against detection and location.
Oh, I take that. Amulet. Oh,
Be something.
that'll be handy if you go
Spellcaster.
dragon spying.
Wondrous item requires attunement. While wearing this amulet, you are hidden from divination magic. You can't be targeted by such magic or perceived through magic scrying sensors.
Oh, this would have been good like 2
That'd be
days
very
ago.
useful.
Yeah.
Glory, I found this thing.
You didn't
Once-
show
once I
up, the
keep it-
garbages!
Glory's outside with me. I'm just making sure she's okay with me keeping this necklace.
Yeah, that's alright. You want it in the holding?
No, I'll hold on to it. I'm just letting you know.
Alright.
Tied
Obviously,
to
you know.
his belt is a sack containing 7 gems worth 100 gold pieces each.
Mm.
I keep it in the bag. Hold on. I'll write them in the bag. 7 gems.
I let him
What,
put
how-
anything in the bag of holding. Glory's just standing there
How
grouchy
much
and
each?
cold.
Sorry. How much?
Uh,
Sorry.
They're worth 100 collectively.
No,
100 each.
Each. I was wrong.
700 gold pieces worth in that.
Yep.
I just need to check something here because I know he has something, but I need to make sure. And you identify the axe. The axe is the Conqueror.
Sure.
It is a +2 great axe. The effect of it is you deal an additional d12 so long as you are above 75% of your health. So basically it's like a free crit. And when you crit, it becomes 4d12.
Whoa.
So it's a great axe. So.
Great axe. So it's a 1d12. It's a +2 to damage and attack rolls. Basically, guys, it's me trying to mimic the effect of the champion, which is the champion has a mechanic where whenever they're above half health, they deal additional 2d6 with their great swords. This is like, we'll make it a bit higher, so it's not as broken. Basically, so long as the wielder is healthy, they are very powerful. They're able to swing the axe stronger. It has a great weight to it that once you're weakened, we'll say, it's harder to swing it with that power. It does have the heavy property, so small people can't pick it up.
Do great axes have that in general, or?
No, like
That's
this
what I
would be the equivalent of heavy, very heavy. Like you need to be a character with a decent strength score to carry this.
I'm gonna write in brackets heavy as fuck.
The weight, as you try to lift it. What's your strength modifier? What's your
Always
strength
+1.
modifier?
+1.
Ah, no! You're trying to.
Strong
You
for a
actually.
wizard.
He's
You are
strong for a
straining.
wizard.
You are
Glory
straining.
watches him for a little bit longer than she probably should.
Glory, can you help,
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you need help with something?
please?
I've got +4, so I'll go over and pick it up.
Here's his cursed axe. I know you'd
That's
like
what
to having
you-
cursed axes.
You know I could take your head off with this, right?
Silently looks at Dell's
I'll dodge
-1.
it.
You lift it with a +4. You can just lift it.
Jesus Christ, this is made for a giant.
This is a 40-pound great axe.
Holy crap.
Fucking shit.
Glory, you
it
look
up,
like you're
you can
struggling there
see-
trying to lift it.
I could
Well,
still it may be heavy,
No,
but I
you
could
lift
still
it.
take your head off with
You
it.
can lift it. You can lift it. You can wield it. You can wield it, but it's heavy. It's like you would not be able to do anything super dexterous while you're wielding this.
It's like this
You
is
don't do anyway.
no.
This is the grog weapon.
Glory
I'm,
just found a Monster Hunter axe.
I kind of don't trust it.
There are no
Every-
curses.
every
You
weapon
can
in Monster
identify
Hunter
it, so there are no curses.
I just
Basically,
told it was
if you
cursed,
did
so
not
I-
have heavy armor on, you would still have disadvantage on stealth checks with this.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
That heavy.
Yeah.
Can
I know
I
it's
even
not
put
cursed.
this in the bag of holding?
How close is the bag of holding to its limit?
I don't know what the whole
Difficult to
bag of
say.
holding.
I'd
Limit
say
is
difficult to
probably
say.
not.
We removed a lot of the gold from the bag of holding.
We also changed a lot of the gems out, so we didn't have as many gems in that.
I mean, it's probably very close.
You're probably still close enough, guys. I wouldn't
Have a look.
I wouldn't be pulling a grog and shoving any bodies in there.
No. Yeah, I'll let you. You can have a look at the list and you can judge it, but I don't know how much that one is.
Yeah.
We've got about 4 swords in there.
Yeah, I'd
So.
say for now probably don't put it in there because it'll probably be too much.
I mean, I can carry it, but I'm fully attuned out.
What happens if we put too much stuff in there? Does it just not fit, or does it go?
Yeah, no, let's not do that.
Well, I can take
The
some stuff out
axe,
if you want, and
you
I'll start
can
taking
see-
gems out.
The haft of it is all like this, like bleached wood with wrappings all around it, and the steel bindings going down it every like few inches. At the end of it, you can see there's like a wolf's head, like designed into the bottom of it, where it's like this small cut point, and it's just this large axe on one side, just this blunt out curved blade, like a crescent underneath, and that's almost like a pickaxe kind of spike at the back of it. You guys might know what I'm describing, but I'm going to link it to you anyway, because I saw this and I went, you know what, this looks
Like a
fitting.
wolf
I'm
bit.
No, more like that.
Where is this?
Storm King's Thunder.
Oh, that's- I know what that is. And it's very Skyrim.
Oh, that would match my armor as well.
It's Skyrim, but
Stop this! Just because me, IRL, am weak to cool weaponry.
your set must match.
You do it like you could
That's
do
what I
this
was
to me, yeah? You could do this to me with Thane. You can fuck my shit up with this.
You'd be like, you find this +2 great axe. But
It's cursed, fuck you.
You find this helm. It's blue.
But I didn't pick it up. But fuck you.
Fuck.
I will let you know it's actually not cursed or in any way. It's just a matter
The
of
fact that you keep saying that makes me feel more
No,
uneasy.
I'm genuinely
I
saying
know,
this as a
I know, but it also makes me more uneasy.
I mean, when I gave it to you, I did say, here's this cursed axe. I know you love cursed axes, and I gave it to you to carry.
could have hit him with it, just saying.
Yeah, I still could. There's still that's an open opportunity. I'm gonna think about it while Varys continues looting.
Is there anything else? I'm concentrating on the chieftain and the shaman lady.
The
that looks
shaman
ridiculous.
has only just like a few torches, like unlit torches in a bag.
That's-
Besides that,
that's
she's
fine.
nothing.
Alright. It's getting a bit cold out here. Let's go back again. I'll go back inside.
I go in.
Okay.
I'm
you
assuming,
all-
by the way, that this axe is way too small for Harshnag. way
What you
too
do know is that when you attune to an item, it matches your size. For example,
Oh,
Glory, for example, Ashk could give her. Well, Glory, your hands are bigger than Ashk's. So when you had the gauntlets of ogre power, you gave them to her, and they fit her size. They shrink down to
That's
match. So in theory, anything he has, you could use. Anything you have, he could use.
I will ask him on the way through if he wants it.
He looks up at his own. I'm good.
Yeah, I figured.
Also, just imagine how
Right.
absurdly heavy that's going to be when that grows to match him. He could drop that on something to kill it. He could just go.
Maybe the weight of a
swish.
grand piano.
You just hear a bang. He doesn't even hit with the sharp end. He just hits with the flat end. Bang. Did I say a +2?
Yeah,
You did, yeah. Did you mean a +2?
Yeah. I'm just thinking, should I have said a
Just
+2? Ah, fuck it, he was hitting them so hard. Boop. Show 2 players.
Cool.
I have to reach down for the magic item. You know what? Magic items is coming up here now. Come here, magic items. There we go. Easier for the DM to reach.
No one else but me uses two-handed weapons, do they?
I mean, I can.
I think
Ash is
Durin-
using a maul.
You can't
Durin?
lift this thing, old boy.
Durin,
Uh,
right?
I was gonna say,
That's
Durin.
a martial weapon. I'm not sure. Durin can use simple weapons because he's not a war domain cleric. War domain clerics do get proficiency
Yeah, the
with the other
proficiency.
types, so he does not have that. So he could try.
You
But
can use a weapon. You just
to give you an
have
idea,
proficiency.
Ash with the magical enchantments is able to use the Golaitori. That's a maul because of its magical enchantments with a shield. Besides that, she would not be able to lift it,
Yeah, she would not be able to use it. So it's
and she
literally
prefers
just for
having a
me.
shield.
Fuck.
I can use longswords.
Thanks for your contribution. You know what I can use? I can use
look-
sticks.
You can use them two-handed.
And
You
your
can all shut the
talents.
fuck up. You can all use magic.
They say as they just destroyed half the enemy force with a flick of their wrist in the last fight.
I can-
can use long swords.
I'm so picturing this in character. I'm
I'm
sorry.
putting both
I mean,
of you in a
I could
corner.
totally wield it.
Yeah.
Swords,
Do
long
you wanna
swords,
try?
short bow, long bow,
Yeah, sure.
darts.
You're in
I
that
put
corner.
I put the axe down in front of the gnome.
I try to lift it.
What's your strength modifier?
0.
Okay, make a strength
Break it
check
back.
with disadvantage.
Yay!
I just want to see if you can do it, because I want to see if this falls back on top.
Or he
of it.
doesn't expect him to, but if he can.
Okay, Jaren, you're going for about 5 minutes. You are straining like fuck. You hear a ping in your back, and
Don't
he just
fucking
stays.
hurt yourself.
And he stays in that hunched position for a minute. I can't fix my back.
Let's leave them like that for a little while.
I pick the axe back up.
I think
Okay.
I've got
You
this
heft it.
Trying
you
to
have
make it look easy.
You have to heft it back up. make a deception check if you want to make it look easy lifting this motherfucker.
Let's just do this because it will be funny. 'Cause
I will also say, whilst you wield this, you do have advantage on intimidation checks because this is a big
Yeah, that
bloody
makes
motherfucker.
I will think about this.
So, to most of you, looks like she's carrying it really easy.
She's lying, it's heavy. I saw her outside, she struggled.
He's lying.
Why does it matter?
Kirok, you're a gem, and this is why we keep you.
I shrug.
Right, so you all go to sleep. Out
Yes.
cold.
Roll that
probably
HP.
not.
Varys,
guys.
do you attune to that overnight?
I'd have identified it beforehand, but yes.
You have, so you attune to it. That's important. So you all go to sleep. You wake up the next morning, no effects, no nothing.
I'm not there.
No, you're there.
Okay.
Nope, nothing's happened to you over your night's sleep.
Good.
You all wake up, spells back, health back,
Oh.
abilities back,
Let me prepare some shit.
and Harshnag pulls himself up in the morning as you all begin stirring, and you can see all the snow just falls off him at all sides, and his beard is just caked in snow. It just shakes it off. It's currently very sunny out as well, because you're at a very high point. It's actually very bright out. And the wind are still going strong, but they're a little bit calmer than they were earlier. He looks into you all. Are you ready to try and enter?
Oh my god, it's such a perfect day.
Alright.
Glory
We're
looks
gonna spend it
so
all inside.
miserable. You look so unhappy. It's cold. It's high up. No,
You
not
did
high.
have Turk as a big pillow. You all kind of just huddled around
It's still
him.
cold. She's a tiefling. She doesn't like the cold.
You'll love it when we get to the desert.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Arabian Nights. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm ready.
Cool.
Yeah.
Am I gonna have to
I
carry
don't
this
want
axe
to wake
around?
up.
Me neither.
Wake up, guys.
Alright,
Go on.
wake me up when I'm dead.
Same.
How can we tell?
No, I'm gonna kick him.
I can't.
Just gently.
Uh,
If I have to be up, you have to be up. I hate being up.
All just get this like you all kind of like go up like 2 inches off the ground for a second as Harshak slams his fist up.
I'm awake.
I was hugging you all night.
I'm pretty sure I
You're
go higher than 2
cold.
feet.
I am cold. I'm a frost giant. As you just see this large snowball gets fucked in on top of Nima Zero. Just,
my nose sticks out of the snow.
it's
and I'm
just,
breathing
it's just like the
like,
side of it is just poking out. You just hear
oh god,
No, I'm having
why?
flashbacks to the snowball RP.
Please don't. We broke things when we did that.
Harsnag, how long are we going to be up here? Is this going to be a day trip, or is this like...
Depends how quickly you find everything we need in here. I wasn't able to get my way into the actual center. When I last came here, there was something that was blocking. Yeah, you'll understand once we go in. I'm on.
Okay.
Roman, my dear friend. Let me go to sleep.
I'm gonna drag him out of the snow.
You all just hear the snow just shift. It's and you just hear.
And just drag him
Alright,
along.
my nose goes through the snow like a shark through the water.
Zero, you're acting far too much like me for your own good.
Alright, I'm up.
That should have been a sufficient threat.
Hey, Harshnag, can I ride with you?
The only character who is a morning person.
Well, you and
Or it's the
Harshnag.
other way.
Yeah, no, I say in giant to Harshnag, hey, can I get a ride?
He looks down at you almost like you've insulted him.
Wow.
Go on. Puts his hand down for you.
I can't
You're
give
the
him a
fucking
ride today
smart.
because I've got this giant fucking axe. I'm not attuned to it, but I'm gonna have to fucking carry it.
Oh,
Well,
oh,
could
I
you
have,
leave it outside?
I have an idea, and I sit down and I ritual cast Tensor's floating disc. That can
Will I
carry.
be able to carry this?
Tensor's floating disc can carry about 500 pounds.
I see said disc. I take my bedroll and
And you roll yourself up onto it.
Yep.
I command the disc.
I'm
and
gonna put the axe on that.
I tilt it to the side so he rolls off into the snow.
Kirok, why I trusted you?
It was funny.
I'm gonna put my axe on this thing.
The axe just
My
goes
axe!
down.
I've started using that! No!
My axe.
It's my axe.
I'm not attuned to it.
My axe.
I lay in the snow for a bit before finally sitting up and sneezing and then going, oh, come on then.
Okay, I get to the descriptory parts.
Remind me what we're doing here,
I
Harshnag.
prestidigitate the snow off him.
Thank you.
Off of, oh yeah, off of there. Okay. The snow
I don't
melts
feel
away. From
good.
He does not feel good. Harshnag looks down to you all as you all begin pulling yourselves up. There's someone here we can ask questions of. To my knowledge, I wasn't actually able to encounter them when I last arrived. I wanted to try and find out for myself. Long ago, I had a question, but I could not actually make my way to them. There's someone who's believed to be a great seer for the Allfar themselves. They directly have a connection to him, and they live in exile at the center of this temple, but there's a riddle we must pass through first. Follow me, and he leads you all inward.
Ooh, I like riddles.
Oh good, something I'm good at out of character, but Glory would be shit at.
Okay. I've been sicker.
I will
I'll be
describe you guys to
No problem.
everything. Again, every ceiling inside of here that, unless I describe otherwise, is 60 foot high. Every double door you encounter is made from granite, adorned with bas reliefs that depict regal giants slaying dragons. Door hinges are 12 feet off the ground, and, well, you watch as Harshnag immediately from the first one, has no problem opening it. Frost is covering every bit of ceiling, floor, wall, furnishing that you encounter. unless I describe otherwise, and it's mostly unlit, so you do bring torches through. You guys pass the Boulder Fall Hall. The ceiling in this room is 60 foot high, sloping down 40 feet as it moves towards. Where would that be moving towards? Let's move towards there. Okay, moving up towards the doors. There are niches carved into the back walls on each ledge, and there's actually seems to be a way you could actually light something as you pass through. As you guys move inward, the gate itself, these giant doors are massive, and the steps that lead up to it ascend 20 feet up to the landing, next to which stands a pair of 30-foot tall granite doors carved in the images of the giant gods locked in battle with dragons. On one side, you see the dragon god Thirm of the frost giants, Sutur of fire giants, and Skoriaza Stonebones, all fighting this 5-headed dragon at one side, all clashing and throwing at him, whilst you see Grolon Natar throwing boulders down from above towards it, and on the far side you see Stromas, the storm giant god, speaking with a staff out and a hand directed towards another dragon, but this is a single dragon, designed in this beautiful platinum design. This is actually platinum carved into the stonework, with a claw extended out to him. History checks.
I mean, I already know what it's referring to, but...
For your character's sake.
Are we all doing this?
I love history checks.
I'm alright. I'm not proficient, but I'm
Yay!
alright.
I'll get the worst.
Hang on.
There.
Everything's being a bit slow. I think my laptop's
Currently,
trying to die.
Currently, I'm sitting on the floating disc like a cat on a
Not my
Roomba.
worst.
I like to imagine the disc isn't necessarily just facing forward either. It just sort of rotates around every now and again. Not just
For
sat there.
Kirok,
Like, okay.
Barris, and Glory, you are aware that these must be some form of giant gods, but the way they're visually described, there is one for frost giants, fire giants, cloud giants, and hill giants, all fighting this 5-headed dragon, which you associate with Tiamat, the mother of all dragons, essentially. And on the far side, you see Stroma, must be referred to as one of the second most powerful god in the giant pantheon, next to the All-Father himself, Aman, making peace with Bahamut.
Cool.
Wouldn't
The
that be
doors-
religion?
Well, none of you are religious in fact, so you were trying to discern who's this, who that. For Bahamut it would have been, but you guys were able to figure out that's Tiamat, that must be Bahamut. So,
Durin's religious. I just realized I didn't roll for him.
I have proficiency in religion, believe it or not.
now fuck it, I said it already. So, he pushes back both doors and steps inward. So at this point, I'm going to describe it before I show it, because this is cool as shit.
Proficiency in religion because I'm not a fan
Shut
of the
the
gods.
fuck up for a second. Thick frost clings to every malleable surface in this 100-foot high room. It's a vaulted chamber. There are several gargantuan statues, next to incomparable. In the middle, the largest of them, facing away from you all, is a 80-foot tall, robed giant, arms outstretched. When you turn and you see the face, is hidden beneath a stony cowl, facing a glowing archway on the eastern wall, so you'd be on the west, this would be on the east. Each statue of the 6 that are kneeling around him, with their arms extended up in this giving pose. One represents each paragon. Storkeris Stonebones, of the Stone Giants, top left. Thirma of the Frost Giants, top. Stromas of the Storm Giants, top right. Grolanator, Hill Giants, bottom left. Sutur of the Fire Giants, center bottom. Meminor of the Cloud Giants, bottom right. You're about to see something no mortal has seen in over 500 years.
Cool.
Whoa.
Gloria's antsy.
Whoa.
I've also accidentally disconnected from Roll20. Ah!
Hey, Gory, the one that looks like Zoltar. Just kidding.
I glare so intensely.
It actually does not look like Zalto.
Zoltar.
Zalto does not actually have a beard. Zalto notably doesn't have a beard, but this and all of the fire giant males you've seen have a very thick, flamey beard. This one goes all the way down, almost the way down to his chest, in this perfect teardrop design. You also notice that each statue, their arms are outstretched, holding these great weapons. For the hill giants is a bone club, a giant stone boulder for the stone giants, an iron great sword for the fire giants, a mithril spear for the cloud giants, and an adamantite trident for the storm giants. Harshnag looks across to the other side, and on this archway he points to you all. It is 40 foot wide and 40 foot tall, so it raises from both points of the ground up. Carved into it are 6 different runes, each one inlaid with mithril, and a glowing mist fills this archway like it is a precipice. Niches are carved into each side of the wall of its empty containers, and ice covers scones made of iron where you could put a torch. The runes, because we have 2 people that speak giant here, are Hog, Ski, Ild, Uvr, Stein, and Ice. In order,
Okay.
that is, for all you lovely people here.
Hill.
Hog is hill. Ski is sky. Ild is fire. Urv is... make sure it's myself.
Storm.
Storm. Stein is stone. And Ice is then frost or ice. Same rune that is actually on Harshnag's designs.
Oh my god, I know what to do. I think.
Does
What?
all this ice seem natural? Like, I know it's cold out, but
It's cold as
Still-
shit, that's why.
yeah. Okay, so it's normal.
As you guys are looking, you notice that the weapon for Thyme is missing. The Frost Giant. To the south, you see 2 doorways, 2 giant doorways. North as well, you also see 2 doorways.
Dash, could you give me the line again? Like
The
the
line?
rune.
As in
There's-
what the room looks like in
Basically-
general?
Well, no. Like basically the actual runes, like hill.
Oh, sorry. Hill,
Yep.
hill, cloud, fire, storm, stone, ice. That way around. So it starts with. Actually, you know what? It's only fair.
Oh, wow.
Well, if one is
So
I'm
glad
missing
that
a
Roll20
weapon.
is completely not working for me right now.
is the door ahead of us sealed or is it open?
There's doors to the north and south, and the east way is this like precipice. It's not a doorway.
Okay.
Harshnag looks. I was told long ago that Tharm held the key for me. Don't know what that means.
That's the Frost Giant god, yeah?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Well,
One of these dudes is missing a weapon. Any chance it's that big heavy axe we picked up that I hope nobody's gotten too attached to?
It's heavy enough.
It's not big
It's
enough.
not. It's not only not heavy enough. You look at all of these, and Harshnag actually looks at some of them as well. The lightest is the one of Grolin Tor. And he like lifts it up, and you see he actually goes. He has to struggle to lift
Yeah, I ain't
the
going near
hill
that thing.
giant one. This is easily a quarter of a ton. Back into place.
I'm
mean,
good, but I'm not that good.
I might be able to help.
Let's not move around these weapons before we know what we're doing here.
So he hold the key, assuming he means. I mean, they're holding a weapon. He is not. Is the weapon the key?
I don't know. This is one thing that always puzzled me. No one ever had an answer, no matter what. What's worse is the person who probably has the perfect answers on the other side of that precipice, if I believe correct. He points to the archway.
And what's on the other side of that precipice?
A direct connection to the All-Father. The Oracle.
We know of the All-Father, do we?
You are aware of him, and as you look up at this ominous figure with its hands pointing out towards the archway, you get the idea that the giants actually crafted this, but they refused to give any sort of description to his face. Out of thought, they didn't want to insult him.
Ooh.
To presume what they thought he looked like, because it would mean he would look like one of the six, which would insult him, say that he's only one of them.
Okay,
He's
so
all of them, and
assuming-
he is none of them. He is the father of the gods.
So, do we want to go chat to this guy then, if he's offering answers?
I assume that's why we're here. Is that why you put us here?
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to come here, to try and figure this out, because if anyone could give me answers directed to Giant, it would be this person, if we can actually get over to him. Or them, or she, or whomever.
Alright, well, if you're gonna go talk to a god, I'll sit out here and play god.
So who's the one that holds the key, according to the thing?
Thither.
I fly up and I have a look at their hands.
Their hands are currently empty.
I'm not going to look around the room.
Weapon missing.
Inside of the axe.
Yeah, I'll go with fire.
Make an investigation check, you two. Only those two.
Oh, at least my character sheet's working, even if nothing else is. Give me a second, it's being slow. It's
Roll!
dying.
Roll!
It's dying!
Roll, damn you!
I'll use luck. Fuck me.
Do we?
Wah, wah, wah.
See, would it be that?
Dash, do you have access?
Weapons?
Oh no, wait, it's fine.
I do.
It's fine, I've got it. It
It's
took
already 20
its
minus
sweet
7.
ass time. Not much better.
Funny enough. You look around and you look over towards.
Oh, holy
the door-
shit, sorry.
What?
My roll 20 just loaded, I was in the room for the first time.
There you go.
It's a pretty dank room.
Yep. You look around and you investigate the room. The axe is not in the room. You're looking. The northway is heavily cased in ice. Really heavily cased in ice. You look to the south. It looks like it's also caked in ice, but like say it'd be the difference of years and the difference of one of these was opened before the other. Recently, more recently. The south one is the more recently opened one.
So it more recently mean
You found
kind
someone
of
over there.
express this to
Alright.
the rest of the group. I don't know if then we should be looking at the north one, or whether someone's found the key before, in which case we should be looking for the south one.
One of the
Archnag just stomps over to the south one. Because you guys, even looking at this door, Ori, you and Ashk even Durin as well, put all your might in. You can't open this door. But Harshnag puts his hand on either side and pulls it open. What you see inside, double doors lead into this room. It is coated with ice in every way. The room is 240 feet wide, 450 foot deep, with a 200-foot wide alcove in the center of the east hallway. 6 pillars, each 20 feet in diameter and 60 feet tall, support the vaulted ceiling. The walls lined with areas for sconces for torches in an identical way how the room 6 would have been. Just give me a moment. I'm just going to do this really quick.
Actually, I'm going
Open
to
up
use
this beautiful area for you all.
to light all the torches. I'm going to
This-
quickly fire off a bunch of
this area?
firebolts.
I will let you know though, this area is lit by this enormous fire pit in the dead center
Ah.
that is just constantly erupting out flame.
Sorry, when Blue just said that, I can help
Oh.
close that.
Huh.
That's a big ass room.
Wait,
is
what are
this
these
strange? Right,
big stone things here?
Those
Black
are
pillars.
tables.
Yeah, that's what they look like to me. Okay.
Massive
Giant
ass
tables.
tables.
But there are
And
other
I would
areas.
like you both to give me, let's see, Glory and Roman. Roman, you're on his back the whole time. So Glory, you as well. I would like you to give me a perception check along with Roman. Roman, your height position gives you advantage.
Yeah.
I had a question. These cracks in the ground in this room, does that seem normal, natural sort of thing? Like, what's causing that?
Make a nature check. And Curls, you don't see it, but Roman, you look and you point down towards the southernmost, and you see this massive great axe that's just been slammed into it up into a pose, like a Arthurian sword almost, but for a great axe that struck in and cracked into the place. And you do see it. It is a great axe made of pure steel, sized for a giant.
Harshnag. So that may be
Yeah.
his weapon.
It's mine now. And he steps forward with you on his shoulders still.
Basically holding on. Just-
That was almost too easy.
Yeah, I'm getting that
reaches-
feeling too.
taking a step into the room. Just
He reaches down for it, and as Varys, as you enter the room, Glory, you're just like immensely surprised by everything. Varys, you make a perception check as you enter the room.
Yeah, everything's made for giants, so Gloria is slightly low-key intimidated.
Okay. As you're all looking at this, and they're all looking for the axe, but you're just looking in general, you just see a very wide shadow just over the top of the actual dome. But it was like movement, but without end, until you saw one end just away. Above, on the far side, closer to where Harshnag reaches down and just grabs and lifts up the axe.
Like,
Oh, that's
like
heavy, baby.
long,
Lifting
or-
his other axe on the other side and looking at them both. It's closer towards their back right now as they're both looking at the axe.
I did want to do a bunch of firebolts to get all the other like torches, sconce lit.
Okay. You do that. As you light up the room, as you just hear
Shout out, enjoy out. Oh, Snag, watch out. The thing.
as you say that, Roman, you look up as he pulls the axes back in dual style. As you see, you've seen one of these before, but it was far smaller.
Oh, I know what it is.
Yeah.
Leaping down, furrowing out this massive mane that goes all the way down its body. It's larger than Harshnag and throws both you and him immediately in this flurry of attacks aimed at the far larger threat towards both of you. Throws you, slamming you over it as it lands down next to you both. So now I have to do its attack rolls for that because it's a big boy.
Could we do something while this is happening? Like, cast a spell?
Nope, you said Harshnag, watch out. That's what you're
Yeah,
doing.
that's fair.
Not to interrupt, but did my nature check tell me anything?
You're rolling that. Nope.
Did you know roll in that? Nope.
I said, what did you roll on that? Nope.
Oh, I thought you said did you roll in that?
Always whisper. Cool, I'll take that. Cool, I'll take that. Yeah, that's right for that damage. So it's going to bite Harshnag? who does not have any resistances to fire damage. He does have this with advantage. That's a 22. That beats his AC. And it's going to do another attack at him as well, with advantage again. So that is 42... 42, 58, 88 points of damage to Harshnag as he's thrown down.
Yeah, guys, I'm a good tank, but I ain't that good.
Ouch.
And she just looks up, and I would like you all to roll initiative.
It's a Remoraz!
Oh,
This is the largest Remoraz you've ever seen. It actually towers entirely over
I couldn't
This
click
is
on my
easily
fucking icon because it was
2
so small.
This is easily 2 times Harshnag's size. And Harshnag stands at 20 foot tall.
Damn it, Nemo.
Even when
There
it's not
are
its full
other
body,
numbers!
I'm
even when
assuming
his
Ash
body-
would have been closer.
even when his body's not fully up, by the way, like even when his body's not fully up, like say it's still got its legs back, it's already 40 feet in the air above.
Do we know these
That's a
guys to be
natural
very?
20 for the Remoraz.
Oh, you
God damn
kidding
it.
me?
Do we know these guys to be very wise?
You just think, oh Jesus, that's a big bug!
It's a
Cool.
fucking ice lizard snake.
I
Right.
remember from last time that they're immune to both fire and ice.
Something like that.
A symphony of both, perhaps.
A song of ice and fire.
Fire.
Yeah, well done, guys.
It's going to take me 4 rounds of dashing to get to it if it doesn't get to me first.
Okay, so let's see, NPCs. Let's get up good old Harshnag.
I'm unable to bring Turk over.
Don't worry, I'll get Turk over. Where'd I leave Turk at?
He's still in the base.
Ah,
All your
Pigu.
mates.
you are needed for war.
War Pigu, I summon you.
There,
Oh,
I'm gonna say she's there.
Pigoo!
She's
War
between
Pigu.
everyone trying to watch it. Who has control of Ashk, by the way? Who wants control of Ashk for the night?
I mean, Glory is pretty much in control of her anyway, right? So.
Oh, really? Wow.
I can't. Ignoring that, out of character, I don't trust myself because I do not regularly play a spellcaster and therefore would not know how.
I know next to nothing about Paladins. Bring it on. Let's do it.
I know a little bit about paladins, just not.
I was about to
ancient
say,
paladins.
actually, hang on.
Does
I
Blue
play,
want to
I,
take
I play
Ash
paladin,
and
so
then
I'll take Ash.
Do you want
Yeah.
to take? You want to take Ask and I'll take Durin then.
Yep. We'll do it that
Sweet.
way.
Okay, so I'm going to say Ashk could have been her abilities and everything. You already have control of her. Excellent.
Yep.
I
So
am going to
helped
give you
her make a
control
character
of.
ages ago.
Yeah, long ago in a galaxy far away. And I'm going to give control of Turk to the Blue Sky Vulcanan. As the ancient Remoraz steps forward into battle with his natural motherfucking 20. Descending, you get to roll initiative for Ashk as well. Hey, you did right. Mama Paladin is on patrol, y'all.
Ash rolled over a 10?
I know, right? It's because it wasn't Ashk rolling.
I didn't,
Aw.
but.
What the
Das, no, you're blocked.
What is that dice?
Bye.
That's
Is it?
another natural 20, but this time it's for Harshnag.
Is that the dice that you
I'm
bought
okay
last
with
time
that.
you came over?
It's a new initiative.
Holy shit! So, okay, first is players. Nemo, you're up.
Oh, really?
You have a natural 20. 20 PCs go first. You just hear. And you
Oh,
just-
yeah, I rolled a natural 20, I didn't even notice.
Yeah, you rolled a natural 20!
Lol.
Why
Okay,
was my voice behind that? You rolled a natural 20!
okay, I move forward 30, which is these, How big are these squares again? I remember there was something weird about them.
20.
20? Jeez. Well, that means I
One
can
square
move...
equals 20 feet. It's actually, you know what? I'm going to open this up
Wait,
for you guys.
10 by 10
said-
or? Oh no, it is used. It's double move. It's double movement.
Hey guys, if you look down at the bottom here, it's literally written in.
Yeah. So basically, on the scale of the map, they're 10 by 10, but it takes double movement because it's 20 by 20.
Okay, I'm going to write
Most squares are 5 by 5, guys, so this would
Yeah,
take...
The square.
Nemo,
Just
this is for a giant area.
Yeah, that's
The
what I'm
map
saying.
would have
So
to be
if it's...
gargantuan to match them if it was a...
yeah, but to scale.
That's
to,
what I'm saying. So I'm correcting Varus if it's...
No, I'm saying
20.
this distance here, this arrow is 10 feet on the map, like the actual Roll20 scale. But that distance in real life is actually 20 foot because of the map scale.
Oh, I get you, sorry.
So,
But yeah, I was
all
saying
the
the square's
movement-
20, not 5.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I get
yeah, yeah, alright. So just double that number, and that's how far you're moving. So it's actually nearly 400 foot, Charles.
I ain't
I
getting
can
there
move
unless
that.
it gets to me.
There. And then I'm going to cast
I'm an-
my Conjure Animals to summon my typical 2 vultures just around this area. It has a 60-foot range, but instead it has a 30-foot range.
I'm just giving me a second here, folks, because I'm currently typing in the Axe of Time.
Damn it! No.
No, let me spell that
What's wrong?
name. Give me a sec. Trymn. Cool. I was just coding in an axe while you guys were there arguing, essentially.
That's cool.
Give me a second. Giant vultures, NPCs, monsters, misc. Right next to you, yeah? Okay, one there. Oop. Oi! What are you doing so high up there? Get down here. Up, up. Oi! Down here. Flanking the master.
Yep, yep.
And they're currently waking up going, "Rah?"
Yep, that's the end of my turn, because they have summoning sickness, apparently.
They're like, "Rah." That minion can't attack this turn.
Alright, it's back.
Alright, that's your turn. Do you want to do anything else? Do you want to move?
I already did.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I have to do damage for Harshnag. He took 88 points of damage off that. Remoraz, 2 surprise immediately attacks. He's not an ass boy. Thankfully, Harshnag's only one size category smaller than it. Otherwise, this would be very bad for all of you.
Oh god, I know what they do. Ooh, Roman! Ooh, run away! Ooh, run away!
Oh, God
You are
damn it!
Oh,
I'm gonna let you
God.
know, this is the equivalent of like being a fucking, like, you know, like those little sausages you always get in when you go to like club parties and
I
stuff.
can't
That's like being that next to like one of the grand German sausages. They're gonna ignore that little bitch. They got this big boy.
Oh boy.
So
At least we got hit.
I need to
half
check
once
real
again.
quick to see who has higher dex. Ooh, that's not good for Harshnag. That's really not good for Harshnag. Okay, Harshnag goes after this thing. So that's 33 points of. Hang on, I need to check Harshnag's AC because AC 21. Yeah, no, still hits. That's a 22. That was a 28 and a 22 on the other two. So yeah, he hits. So that's 42 points of fire damage between piercing and fire damage. The wound he bites into Harshnag and he just burns him up. Harshnag throws him up with the
God
axe just in
damn it.
frustration.
Why do you gotta do this right now, fucking internet?
Oh, I'm not done with you yet. And he's going to roll 1d20 plus 20. Healing himself for 29 with second wind.
Oh boy.
And it's going to go straight. Both axes. The Great Axe. And Gert's Great Axe. And it's going to slash in at this thing. I need to check the Remoraz AC before I roll. Cool. And you know what? There's no point in making Harshnag's rolls whisper because it's Harshnag. Y'all want to see how hard he hits. So it's going to be... With his bonus attack, he's going to hit with the second axe. So it's going to be Gert's axe twice. That's a hit. And does not have advantage. But that's a hit. And then the axe of Thilm. So that was... Yeah, these are two big guys just slogging at each other. Remoraz's have... So he does not take the bonus 48 cold damage. 65... Going up to 65, 68... 98 points of damage. Fuck me.
Whoa.
And-
Harshnag's
and-
got no chill.
Harshnag's gonna action surge.
Damn fucking right he is.
He's gonna unload again.
He don't
This
need
time
us.
Well, most of the time he doesn't, but this thing, he's looking pretty rough immediately, guys.
Who, Harshnag or the
Yes,
blue thing?
Harshnag.
Okay.
That was one miss. So that's 22 more points of damage. It looks like Harshnag's hitting toe for toe, but this beast, it's just sheer mass, is taking these axe blows a lot better than Harshnag's taking the bites. Which are just burning into him right now, and you can tell he's almost limping back. Even with his second wound, he's only on half health.
Oh no.
That's
Roman.
Quick question. Giant flyer. Flight speed.
Fucking-
30, 60 foot.
Roman, don't worry, my dude. You're fine. You're fine.
I'll try and find it.
Fucking load, you stupid thing.
Don't worry about Tiny Chat, my dude. Focus on Sebastian.
I don't care about Tiny Chat. I'm trying to load into the actual game again.
Oh, it's the game you're losing. Shit. Sorry,
Yeah.
man. Do you want to just tell me what you want to do, and I'll roll for
I
you.
was gonna try using banishment,
Banishment. Ooh,
You're
that's
nowhere
fun.
near it.
but it only lasts
It's-
it'll only last for a minute, and then he's right back.
Well, to be fair, he's on Harshnag, so I say he could just hop on shoulders and just reach out and grab.
Oh, yeah, you're cool, sure. I thought you were back for the
He's
rest of it.
on Harshnag.
Yeah.
Go
one
on,
hard
Alistair
bad.
Dartwood tactics.
The only difference is he's on a friend. Alistair needs to start hopping on top of fucking Galgarond. Giggity.
Can't look at my spells right now.
Is she?
Charisma saving throw or be banished. Cool.
Yep.
No worries, my dude. Alright, I'm gonna say this is fair. I'm going to not whisper this roll so everyone else can see it. Your DC, I'm gonna look at it real quick, my friend.
15.
15? Cool. -3. You watch as he just reaches out and touches this massive beast. Where do you send it?
It goes to a harmless plane, and then while it's there, is it incapacitated?
Can't take damage, can't age, all that jazz.
Yeah, it's basically incapacitated for the duration.
You
which is
watch
up to a
as
minute.
Harshnag is swiping at it furiously. Rah! You leap off of Harshnag as its mouth's coming up to try and bite you. You just touch it once on the nose. Boop. And suddenly, like sucked through a vacuum, it's immediately pulled through. Ching, it's gone. But you do land in the ground where it was. Make an athletics check as you... Actually, I'll roll for you for the athletics check.
Yes.
you do. I did just think like, hang on a minute.
Oh boy.
But when I said hang on a minute, I mean as in like, oh, hang on a second. Yeah, he's very high up actually. Athletics.
Well, it's out of range of 60 feet.
Oh, it's on a touch.
Yeah, it's not touch. I was trying to figure out what the hell you're talking about.
Sorry, my bad. I
Yeah,
thought it,
60 feet.
I've always seen people just go boop.
Yeah, 60 foot range.
Dramatic
You just
effect.
point. Yeah, dramatic effect.
Yeah.
You
Pretty much.
you put point over and go fuck off, and you watch it goes. And it gets sucked through a vacuum. This gargantuan creature sucked into a tiny hole. Harshnag looks up at you. You look down and give him the finger guns. Hey, I don't have.
I
a
can
finger
only keep it there for a minute.
Right.
So we better quick.
You shout this out. Everyone hears this, by the way. You hear screaming for holy leather.
Okay, back out, back out. We're blocking this door.
Everyone gonna do that?
Harshnag cool?
I'm hanging on, just like, alright,
If
let's
Harshnag's
go!
doing that, I'm
It
doing it.
depends on him.
You watch as Harshnag, who looks rather rough, dashes just on one turn and then dashes out the next few turns because it is basically he can move about as fast as you guys, so he can actually get out in the time it would take, and he just slams the doors behind him and he just puts his back up against it for a moment, and after a while you hear against the back of it. You just hear a thud, like it's almost like a dead thud because the creature's big, it's not strong. It goes bum, bum, bum.
Let's hope it stays there. Let's get on with this.
I think we're good.
Well played, Roman.
Roman MV fucking
Roman, kind of mastered your fear just there, buddy. That thing was, to give you an idea, Harshnag's 20 foot tall. That thing was 40 foot tall and wide.
P. Jesus Christ.
That was huge. That was gargantuan, actually. No, the proper terminology, gargantuan.
How's Harshnag looking?
Really rough.
How do I put this politely? Harshnag starts at 204 health. With his second win for 29, He's at 101.
Durin!
Durin will cast a healing spell. and
You'll
heal
just
it
look over
all
and go,
himself.
Medic!
Doctor!
Medic! I need
What's
healing.
better? Cure Wounds is a good one, right?
I need healing.
I need
Yeah.
healing.
I need healing.
I need healing.
I need healing.
It's not like a dent in that, but sure, let's just do a second level Cure Wounds.
2 plus 2 again.
It's the thought that counts.
7,
Plus the whatever he
4.
gets.
Yeah, that's plus 4.
You
So
know
that's,
that bit.
that's 7, 11, 21. That's healed him a bit.
So how
healed
much
him
health
for, like-
does he need?
Give you guys an idea. You could go for another 80 hit points if you want to, but he's fine.
Yeah,
He'll
I'm
be
not
taking a
wasting
small rest after this. I'll drop you guys out of the battle music now because, well, fuck that battle.
Please.
Oh, which one's
I,
X? Is there
I
an
forgot
X?
it was a charisma check, but I wasn't sure. I was pretty sure it wasn't very charismatic.
And that's -3 to its charisma.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
That'll do. That was
Seriously,
perfect
nice
use of that spell. That was perfect use of that spell. Welcome, my
Yeah.
friend.
Did not need to dimension door glory into its face.
Yeah, thanks for the thought there, dude.
That would have been YouTube.
Disastrous?
Run, 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 run. That
Yep.
would have been hilarious.
I was like, I can go in there and save Harshnag 100 hit points. That's-
No,
that's
you
the
can save
maximum
Harshnag
effective.
one attack roll until
Yeah,
you have to make a
exactly.
dex check and get swallowed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they do. They eat people.
Yeah,
I seriously do not understand that. Like, my Discord's working perfectly fine, but everything else is just out.
Oh dear.
You're still here, my dude, so you're still okay. So don't worry.
Yeah,
We got you,
sure.
bud. We got you, boo.
At the end of the day, if you have to roll in Discord, you have to roll in Discord. That's fine.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay,
Let's
so
see.
So you got your key now, Harsnag.
Go
Where's
to the axe.
the keyhole?
And looks back over towards the actual statue and puts the axe back onto it. No effect. Looking a bit confused.
Thought that might have been.
Yeah, I
pretty
figured that would be too easy.
Durin pulls out his chimes of opening and be like, I've got a key right here. This will open any door.
Yeah, but do we know where the door is?
Is it a door?
It's
or
not
is
really
it...
a door. It's an archway that just leads to the void.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell my vultures to fly up and circle us, just to keep an eye out. I mean, I know it looks like we're about to die, but they're scouting.
This is a really stupid
Oh,
question. I guess I'll ask Harshnag. Are these the rest of the weapons in the right people's hands?
That's what I was just about to say.
A stone rock for a stone giant. A trident of adamantite.
I'm only asking because I wouldn't know.
Hold on.
Oh, well, he looks to his own great axe. May not be frost giant made, but it is a steel great axe. That's what I asked for. It is a typical weapon for each one of our races.
So we've got 6 weapons, 6 giants, 6 runes in the archway.
And
The
a
runes
door.
which say hill, cloud, fire, storm,
Represent each
stone,
giant, right?
frost.
I'm not an
One for each
expert at
giant.
this, but at worst there's I think 36 possible combinations. I'm not good at the math of that, but 6
At
times
least,
6.
at least.
Please don't start talking numbers. Do we want to open the doors at the top? Or do we not?
No,
They're
I'm not
encased in
opening
iron.
more doors.
They're encased.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh.
It looks a bit
I
hard to
wanna-
open those doors.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of asking out loud because I couldn't do it.
And all the statues are facing towards the center, right?
They're all facing in admiration to the Allfather, whose hands are opened out towards the archway.
And
I want to walk up to the archway, just cast detect magic, to work out what part of the archway, assuming it's magical, if it's just an archway.
That's very important. There is an aura of a conjuration magic around the arch. Nothing happens when someone enters the mist. The archway feels inactive. Cold rock wall can be felt beyond the churning mist.
Conjuration.
I can't make heads or tails of these cracks, but they all do seem to be emanating out of this center statue. Is there a chance that it's supposed to move?
I fly up and I look at the hands of the big statue to see if he's holding anything.
The hands are not holding anything, but it is like this "come my children" kind of pose, like they're just open out in this welcoming way towards the doorway. As if welcoming the statues towards that.
Is it safe to assume that Varys would know that this is possibly a teleportation circumstance? Since he knows how to cast teleportation circle now.
Is teleportation a conjuration spell?
Yes.
Make an intelligence check.
Sure.
I'll give you advantage on it.
Arcana.
Actually, yeah, make an arcana.
With advantage, yeah?
No, we'll make it a straight arcana check.
Oh, okay, well, it's 13 then.
13. Your knowledge of the conjuration spell, it's basically the essence of the magic itself flowing is like a wave, and you can discern the elements of the wave and the different spectrums that belong to certain points of a spell. Focusing on that, on the way that this mist moves, you can tell that it is a teleportation circle style, but it is as if you open through into another way, like you have to step through this. And you look to the runes above, and you are aware that you have to activate runes. Like when you perform your ritual, you perform runes around you, touching to different locations. The runes are like a waypoint, and they're ley lining you through.
Okay.
This points that lead you. You know that some rituals only require maybe one rune.
Okay. Harsnag, you were told that he held the key.
Correct.
Assuming he means the weapon, can you just bring the weapon over here to see how it reacts?
He lifts it over and points it towards the actual archway, and when he does, it begins vibrating. It begins focusing up towards the bottom right, which is the ice rune, and he ting. The doorway opens, and in that moment, it's just this mist that swirls through.
Would that work?
You're a little genius, he says as he throws himself. Roman's still on his back, going ah!
Don't make his head any bigger than it already is.
Alright, guys.
Now I have to describe this room, so please let me do that before we
I'll
do.
follow him through.
Beyond the thundering archway lies a hexagonal chamber whose walls rise 50 feet before tapering to a 90-foot apex. Standing in each corner of the room is a life-size statue of a giant holding a iron lantern with one arm raised. Each type of giant is represented: hill, stone, frost, fire, cloud, and storm. Cold, magical light radiates from each lantern, illuminating a giant corpse lying on the floor beneath a shroud of frost in the middle of the room. The corpse looks like it has been there for some time, preserved by the cold. Next to the body rests a giant, frost-covered morning star. And at this point, I'm going to reveal to you the Eye of Aman.
Shit.
Whoa. This looks creepy.
How you
Anyone
guys
else
getting
think that?
Actually, I'm currently running on
What
a
have you got
theory
come
that
through?
this portal opens to
Oh, you have.
at least 6 different places where we collect 6 different things to open a 6th thing.
I see what you were doing there.
Ash and Durin go through going, "What the frick?"
Oh yeah, let me go.
And what is this by Barona's will? There. And the vultures poke their heads and like, ah?
Vultures, stay here with me. We'll, just in case something goes wrong with the portal, maybe we can reopen it or something. I don't know. It seems bad. It was all
You
in
also
there.
notice when he put the axe up, it disappears and reappears back in Thidim's hands.
Yeah.
And at this point, as you're all there, you can see that the dead giant is wearing a golden breastplate. There is a circle carved in the floor, which you can read and can comprehend, as it is written in the Dwarvish script, because that is the more or less the giant script, but giants have their runes, which is their own real language, and then it is the Dwarven script they use. Ask your question, no truth. It is written in Dethic, Dwarven script.
No truth or no truth?
Know.
Okay, just
Uh-huh.
checking.
As you all step in, you watch as softly you hear a voice emanating across the room, and you see a beard whisking away a slightly ethereal form above the body of the giant. Its hands are clasped over in a calm and welcoming fashion. The voice is deep, but kind. Child of them, allies of this child, welcome to the Eye of Anam. My name is Eragon. How may I aid you today? You have questions for me?
I'm looking at Harshnag.
Shanklin, I really didn't expect to get this far.
Oh my god, you're the one who brought us here.
Okay, Harshnag, why were we here? You wanna know why the giant's gone apeshit, right?
As you say that, one of the torches, the hill giant torch, dissipates. The ordering between them has been broken. The ordering was created by Anam to keep the giants in check long ago. The strongest ruled, governed justly.
Okay, no one ask any questions. Right, let's just work this out. Ordering broken. Who broke the ordering?
Anam, the Allfather, greatest of the gods, broke the ordering.
Does any more of the things dissipate, or
Yes, the stone giant one.
Yeah, I'm assuming this is the number of questions we're getting. Okay. So he broke it.
Arshnag looks to you all. I did hear that when someone comes here, that there is potential that you may return another day and ask a question again. So I don't think this is a once-off.
Yeah.
In theory, we could stay here for as long as we want. Need.
I mean, we apparently know now what's caused the disruption, but that hasn't really helped us in any way.
So that's why the fire giants are doing what they're doing. That's why.
Harshnag looks over to the ghost. Why did Anam break the ordering?
That was going to be my question.
The children have become complacent. He broke the ordering to free them from their complacency. No less than a few years ago, Queen of all dragons, Tiamat, was being brought back into this world, and small folk, and he raises his hands out, like these, defeated them when our own kin would not. They did not rise to face the Queen of Dragons and defend their home. They chose instead to allow the small folk to do the work for them. This is complacency and arrogance. Anam was enraged.
So it's just because of their arrogance, or is there a new threat that I'm trying to call them to arms?
The frost one has dissipated before, now the fire one dissipates. The cycle of being may continue, but Anam did not raise them for a new threat, rather to deal with the threat of them devouring themselves in their seclusion from each other and their weakness.
So Anon wants them to come back together as one big happy family. Great.
The cloud. Oh, I was about to say you did
That
say
was my
great, so you
question.
did not. Yeah, you were about to say. You said it in a way. I was like, Cloud one's about to go.
That was me just like, yeah.
I'll also write down the way that this name is spelled. Elgeron.
Thank you.
Elgeron.
Okay,
How do you spell the big god's guy's name as well?
I'll write that down as well.
Thank you, because I'm definitely spelling it wrong.
So how many? What, 2 left? Did you say?
I so want to take one off you just for saying that.
Oh, come
That's,
on!
the question, that's a question to the DM.
That's the question to the DM.
Anon.
Haha, I
just
had it
a
right!
bastard.
Fuck yeah.
Yay!
Well done. Also, it's written. Oh no, it's not actually written. That's. I don't think that Stroma stuff.
I've never seen it written.
So
Yeah, no,
Anon-
hang on.
Ha.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna
Anon is
link these.
Allfather, right?
Correct.
Effectively the god of all giants. And Elgeron
He's the Zeus.
is. And Elgeron was.
The prophet, like he was an oracle to him. He would actually.
Which would be
Gods
the-
would. People would come to him to find questions, find answers.
And that's who we're speaking to now.
That's who
Effectively.
you're speaking to now. Yes. I'm gonna move these to the map as well, so you can now see which god represents what.
Cool.
Oop, there you go. Enjoy that.
Could you order it?
You have 2 questions left.
So now we know why.
Arsnag
Now we know why
looks
this is
over.
happening.
What must be done to stop the giants?
That's what I was thinking, but.
Find the magic conch, a magic conch, of the storm giant king Hecaton. Use it to visit Hecaton's court. Root out the evil therein. If... Also... no, you don't have one. You're okay.
That's the guy you mentioned
Cloud one.
before.
And looks so, yes, that was the god of all gods.
You know.
Or, that was our king. That is our king.
Okay.
Hecaton went missing.
Went missing.
He went missing. Well, the ordering was broken when he went missing.
Oh, fuck.
Right, okay. So that gives us a bit more of an idea of what we need to do. We need to find him, clearly.
But we need to find one of
Right.
the magical. Harsnag, do you know who? This is a question. I'm just going to say this out
Step
loud.
out
This is
the
the question.
room. Leave the
This-
room.
No, I understand that this is not a question for me, but you direct it to the child of Hiram.
So it's not gonna.
They get it, Varus.
Harsnag, do you know who got? Where we can get one of these magical
I've never heard of these conchs. Also, they're referred to like a conch shell.
Wait, didn't you just ask a
Tell us
question?
about it.
He did, but he specifically directed it to Harshnag and goes to recognized it. Pay attention,
Yeah.
boy. Pay attention, boy.
what
I'm
it
gonna
was,
slap you.
but
I was paying
don't know.
attention. I was just wondering if that triggers it. or
No,
not.
no,
No, I
no.
made
just
sure.
leave that. He just made sure.
So we need to find one of these magical doodads. I mean, I guess there's only one more question.
That would be the
We don't
logical
have
question.
to answer them all, remember. We can come back.
You can't. Oh, not only that, but you can. The ghost looks at you. I can only answer 6 questions in one day. By the dawn of tomorrow, the torches will alight again, and you may come back and ask the questions you will.
Well, I mean, we've only got one more.
I have a lot of questions, but if there's something we need to
Immediate.
find, the logical thing to do is to ask where it is.
Who or where can we find one of these magical doodads?
The conchs are all currently being held by one of the giant lords each.
Fuck! Everyone
Chiefess
simultaneously
Go?
does the same thing.
Thane
Guess I'll die.
Calatheaca, Jarl Storvolt, Duke Zalto, and
I figured it
Countess
out, faulty wire.
Zanzuri. These are the lords of giants.
Hashtag. How friendly
And that is
are
the
you?
last one.
Das, can you send me all of those names?
Wait, wasn't that the 5th one?
No, that was the 6th.
We had 6
that
questions,
was-
and that was the 6th question.
was
I've been.
six.
I've got a full transcript of this whole conversation.
Um,
2, hashtag
I will-
ask number 2.
I will say, for the sake of this, I will give you all a link.
Thank you.
Allow me to introduce Chief Guh.
Oh god, they look great.
Pretty.
Duke
Hey.
Zalto.
Oh, we know that guy.
Count-
Countess
we know
you've
that guy.
already seen.
I thought you gave him a
Jarl
beard.
Storvald. Fuck off. And
Whoa.
Thane
Nice beard.
Kalilithika.
That's
Well,
Stone Giant.
Well, good news, guys. Chief Guard's handled. It looks like my vultures have captured him.
I was going to say, huh.
Her, and they're probably just hors d'oeuvres.
Okay, hashtag, how friendly are you with your kin?
I've been branded a traitor for working with the small folk.
Let's not go and ask
Great.
your guy for one. Okay.
The ghost looks to you all. As you seek to perform Anam's will, if you would, you must prove yourself if you wish to find the direct location of where these lords keep their conchs. First, you must prove yourself. The human barbarians came through these lands, then they fought our kind millennia ago, and still do to this day. They took our greatest relics, some of them, and buried them in the ground. The humans have built altars to Utgar, their god king, atop these relics, and surround their altars at burial mounds. Go to their mounds, retrieve one or more of these, and bring them to me as tribute. Do this, and your path will be made clear. There are many paths you can take. The more relics you deliver, the more paths you will have to choose from. And there are several evil giant lords stand ready to oppose you.
Ugh.
You can ruin all their plans by defeating just one of them. Which one? That remains to be seen.
We know where to find
As
two.
as Harshak takes out a map and begins looking through, you see that there's just this wave that goes over it. And I'm bringing you all back to the north map. So that I can mark these out for you. Okay, so Biruna's well, not Birona.
The one and
Bjoruna's
only.
well. It's one. Hang on. Raven Rock. Do that one. The Great Worm Cavern is another.
Doing the Raven Rock.
Nearby.
Morgo's Mound. There's Morgo's Mound.
Oh look, I see one of them.
Making sure I get all of these right, folks. Give me a second. The Grandfather Tree.
Oh, I saw that right there.
Shining White.
Don't ping Iron Slag. We don't want to go there.
I'm not pinging Iron Slag.
Glory just did the girls.
Oh, hang on. Stone Stand. That's another one.
Oh, that was right near Grandfather.
I am now looking for the last one. Oh wait, sorry. I found
What's it called? We will help.
Shining White. That's the last one.
It's right there.
Shining White. Thank you.
Just shuffle.
Harshag, you watch as Harshag puts out this map and the figure waves his hand in each area goes and all of them become identified to you.
Dope.
You do these in a brighter colour, I think.
Yeah, you guys can fucking. Hang on, you know what I'm gonna
We'll
do?
color coordinate our map, don't worry.
I'm making them bright pink, fuck off. Actually, you know what? Yeah, you guys have it fine. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Let's see, is there any in the south that I highlighted? No, I don't.
I think so.
So the furthest south, I think, is the Grandfather Tree in the High Forest.
This is the 7, yeah?
1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, read them out again, that's
Raven Rock,
Yeah.
done.
Great Worm Cavern,
Yep.
Done.
Ruin as well,
Mhm.
Done.
Flint Rock,
No.
Grandfather Tree, Flint
Yes.
Rock, yes.
Flint
Flint
Rock.
Rock's not on there.
There
Gravel
it
Rock.
is. There it
Oh,
is.
there.
Flint
Okay.
Rock.
There we
I didn't see you elsewhere. Sorry.
Morgur's Mound,
Got that one?
Yes.
one stone.
Nope, missing that. Where's that?
The one stone.
One stone. I'm so glad we have this map to do this on, guys, because holy.
Oh, there it is. Bing,
Whereabouts
there
it?
we go.
Ah, there we go.
Other people were pinging there. I missed it.
There we go. It's,
Yeah, I
It's
pinged it.
right. It's been
it's near
squared.
Barone as
in-
well.
It's
Cool.
in the Moonwood.
Q. Stone Stand, Shining White, Raven Rock, One Stone, Morgur's Mound, Great Worm Cavern, Grandfather Tree, Flint Rock, Burrown's Well.
There we go, that's all of them.
Sweet. We just need to get one of these relics, one of these mounds.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
One
the more that we
bring-
gather, the more will become clear. Quotations.
We'll have more choice.
but this is very well, relatively close.
There
The
are,
Great Worm Cavern.
there are 3 that are quite close.
And as you guys plan out your discovery, that's where we're going to leave it. Also, if
Fuck.
any of you do look at it in a very, ooh, I kind of want that way, I will let you guys know. He looks down. If you wish, as a boon, you may take my golden breastplate.
So I call out from the other side of the portal and say, "So guys, did you find out where that rig is? You know, the one we have to
I was
get
literally
before
just
a month
thinking
is up,
that. But we
Can
can
we
we
hear
can
it?
ask
or
them
we
when we
screw
come
up a
back.
whole bunch of people's lives. You know that
He
one."
also has an opal of the Ild rune as well. So, I'm going to presume both get identified as well.
Yeah,
Got motherfucker here who's going to identify everything.
I'll put them in the bag and hold it for now. Let them do it next week.
I have to, well, I'll let you know what they are.
Yeah, well,
Rune. Opal of
Then
Ild
we'll have
rune.
XP for
A
years.
triangle opal. This requires attunement. It's a rare item. It's about 3 inches on each side and half an inch thick. It is a fire rune and shimmers within its core, causing it to be slightly warmer to the touch. As an action, you can ignite an object within 10 feet of you. The object must be flammable, and starts in a circle no larger than 1 foot in diameter. You also have the following effects while attuned to the opal of Ild rune. You have resistance to cold damage. As an action, you can extinguish any open flame you choose within 10 feet of you. You choose how much of it to extinguish. Gift of Flame. You can transfer the opal's magic to a non-magical item, weapon, or suit of armor. By tracking the Ild rune there with your finger, you transfer. The transformation takes 8 hours of work. That requires 2 items to be within 5 feet of each other for the entire period. At the end, the opal will be destroyed, and the rune appears on the chosen form of the item. If it is a non-magical weapon, it becomes an uncommon weapon that now deals an extra 1d6 fire damage to targets on hit, but does not have any magical attunement requirement to it.
Ah,
Oh wait, sorry, no. It will require attunement because it is still the rune. The rune is actually what requires attunement. So you
Okay.
will still be able to do you will still have the resistance to cold damage and have the as an action to extinguish any flame. You can do that. Or you can choose to attune it to a piece of armor that is non-magical, and when you do so, the armor will now also give you resistance to damage. There you go. That is that rune.
thing.
That is the first rune. But the breastplate is a straight up +2 breastplate. And that is where we're going to leave it. So I hope you all enjoyed that lovely little tidbit of lore.
So much lore.
Wah!
Ah.
Now we get to do XP.
Yes.
We will do that, but first
2
we'll
weeks
take the
of
stream
XP.
down. So thank you guys for
Yay.
watching, and tune in next week to find out where we decide to go.
Where do
Come in.
my players go? I want to know. I want to know.
let's not till dash till next week.
I'm going to kill you all in a slow fire. Slow fire.
Bye bye.
Slow fire.
All
I
is well.
Stop
resistant
it,
to fire
Game T.
damage.
Stop it, Game T.